No matter how diligent your skincare routine or how many facials you get, sometimes your skin just doesn't play ball. But as the age-old phrase goes, you are what you eat. Now, I am joined by consultant dermatologist Anjali Mahto to discuss how diet affects our skin and whether the phrase really stands up. So Anjali, is it true?
If it was only as simple as you are what you eat. I mean, we hear this phrase thrown around so much. And the truth is, whilst having a healthy diet is important for your skin's integrity, just like it is for the rest of your general health, there are times where, because skin conditions are multifactorial, skin cells can be programmed to be in a certain way that you may still be predisposed to conditions like acne, eczema, rosacea, psoriasis, despite having a fantastic diet and a perfect lifestyle.
So even if you blitz a smoothie a day with so many superfoods, you're not necessarily going to be glowing.
That's exactly right. And it's interesting you mentioned smoothies in particular, because in some cases you're actually better off eating the fruit rather than blitzing it in a smoothie, because you're getting rid of the fiber content. And we know that Western diets don't have enough fiber, and we should be aiming for about 30 grams a day. The majority of us don't hit that. So you are better off actually eating the fruit than having a smoothie every day.
So what should we be prioritizing in our diets to help our skin?
I think that's a good question. And I always start off by saying there is no perfect diet for skin health. A diet that is good for your skin is an organ like every other in the body, is one that's good for your general health. So eating well for your skin is eating well for your eyes or your heart or your gut or any other organ system. So what should that look like? That should look like making sure that you're having lots of fruit and vegetables that contain antioxidants, not having the same fruit and vegetables every day where you can, but diversifying your diet, trying to aim for up to maybe 30 different types of fruit and veg over the course of a week, because that will help diversify the microbiome in your gut, making sure you're getting healthy fats like omega-3s, which you can get from fish, or there are other plant-based sources, so things like walnuts, flax seeds that will contain them. You want to be increasing your fiber intake, making sure your fluid intake with water is quite high, and limiting the amount of red meat and saturated fat that you might be getting.
So I've heard a lot about dairy being the devil when it comes to skin. Should we be looking for more plant-based alternatives?
So I think a lot of people are searching for plant-based alternatives, partly for ethical reasons, partly because dairy also gets a bit of a bad press as well. But one thing that's quite interesting is a lot of plant-based milks may not necessarily be the healthier option. So oat milk is a good example of this.
No, don't tell me about oat milk. I love oat milk.
So oat milk, of nearly all of the plant milks, has got the highest glycemic index. So it really spikes blood sugar levels after you have it. And a lot of people like it because it tastes good. Delicious. But it probably isn't the best one to be going for. And certainly there is data for female adult acne, for example, that high glycemic index foods can be a potential trigger. So if you're having lots of oat milk in your smoothies or your lattes, that could be a bit of an issue, and you're better off switching to either unsweetened almond milk or soy milk.
From someone who bought a coffee machine purely because I love oat milk,
sorry,
I'm going to forget that I ever heard that. And what about supplements? It's obviously quite a murky world. There are so many out there. It's hard to know what to trust, what to spend your cash on.
That's right. And I think the supplement market is also very poorly regulated as well. So I would always say that in an ideal world, you want to get all the nutrients you can from a diet over a supplement. Now, where that's not possible, if one is busy, you're not being able to cook foods from scratch, you're not hitting your kind of daily targets of fruit and veg, there are certain supplements that usually you see coming up over and over again. So omega-3, vitamin B. If you are vegetarian or vegan or plant-based, going for iron, B12, folic acid. All of those are really important and integral to skin health. Vitamin C, really important for collagen production, collagen being that main protein in our skin. So if you look at generic supplements that are made for skin health, you will often find that those ingredients are included. Then there are more specific supplements that one can take for specific skin conditions. So for example, in conditions like eczema and psoriasis, making sure your vitamin D levels are optimized is super important. If you're having trouble with potentially hair shedding, making sure your iron levels, your B12, are spot on. If you've got a condition called polycystic ovarian syndrome and you suffer with acne, a supplement called Myonositol can be helpful. So there are generic ones, and then I think there are ones that can be tailored to the individual depending on their lifestyle.
And what about collagen supplements? We are bombarded with digestible collagen.
Indeed.
In tablet, powder, liquid form. Do you rate it?
So collagen is an interesting one, and you're absolutely right, it comes up all the time. Now, I'm going to say personally, I don't take collagen supplements. My position on this, and where current data currently sits, is that there is no clear evidence that taking collagen internally or orally in a drink or a tablet is going to end up in your skin. There are about 30 different types of collagen in the body. Type 1 and type 3 are the main collagen types in your skin. Often what happens with a lot of supplements on the market is you take them in, they're broken down into your gut into smaller pieces called amino acids. And those amino acids don't necessarily know where they need to end up, where they need to build the collagen, what type of collagen they need to form, because your joints have them too, your gut has them too. So that's one issue. The second thing that we have with collagen studies at the moment is most of them are carried out on very, very small groups, so you can't extrapolate that to the general population. The data that's there is often produced by the companies that make them, so you have to take that conflict of interest into account as well. Now, all that said, there is emerging evidence that marine collagen may be better than some of the other collagen types that exist for skin health. So I think it's more of a watch this space, and data may change in the next year, 2 years, 5 years, that we're able to definitively say they are worthwhile. But right now, I think there's a big question mark.
So the big takeaways there is that you aren't necessarily what you eat. Some supplements can help, but don't trust them all. Thank you, Dr. Anjali.